Hey, welcome to Art is Education. Today we're going to celebrate the contribution of arts in education with an incredible guest. He is an artist, a musician, and an environmentalist. Join me in welcoming Chris Rowlands.
Hey.
Chris,
Thanks, Randy.
a pleasure to have you. Chris,
be
tell
here.
me, what is all this?
This is my stuff. This is how I teach. This is how I educate children, moms, dads, your scary Uncle Earl about nature.
So you teach about the environment,
Yep.
you teach children.
Yeah.
What exactly do you teach about the environment?
First of all, I teach them about the wonders of nature, about the animals and the fantastic things that animals do. The animals don't even know themselves half the time. And teach them to basically love the land we have and the animals and the plants and try to do what they can to take care of it.
And you do it in a fun way.
Oh, yeah.
Through music. You write songs. You create your own music.
Yep. I'm driving hours and hours and hours, so I got to do something on the road.
Now you go to schools. You go to
Schools,
zoos,
libraries, zoos. Yeah, Beardsley Zoo, best zoo.
Wherever they'll listen.
Wherever they'll listen, wherever they'll put up with me. Sometimes they even pay me. No, but basic festivals and nature centers and
you do residencies.
residencies. A lot of
Wow.
residencies, about 15 a year in the schools.
Now, how are your programs set up? I mean, do you speak with the people you're going to visit and create programs for them?
When I'm doing a residency, I tailor it to whatever they want. So sometimes it's natural history or science. Sometimes they want to do just regular history, or the history of New York or the history of Ohio, wherever it be.
So you can fit right into their curriculum
Whatever they
and
want,
do
yeah.
whatever it is they need to do.
Yeah. When I'm doing my programs, which are 45-minute programs in the schools, I do it on woodlands, the eastern woodlands, agriculture. I have programs on dinosaurs and oceans and whales and sharks. And so those are specific programs to a certain genre.
So basically it's have guitar, have puppets,
Will travel.
will travel.
You got it. You got it.
Well, I'm ready to be entertained. I know they are ready to be entertained. So, ready to go?
Let's do it.
Let's make it
All
happen.
right, man. You
Sounds
got it.
good.
That sounds good. Let's go. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to start with my puppet. I'm going to start with one of my favorite puppets, which is Bernard. Now, Bernard, one of the reasons Bernard is my favorite is because when I was making Bernard, even before I was done, my son came up with the voice of Bernard. And I didn't even have eyeballs on this guy before he started singing. And so Bernard was one of my favorites. And turkey vultures, I love turkey vultures in general. I mean, who doesn't love something that's already looking for a free meal that's flying around, right? I mean, these guys have 6-foot wingspans, can soar around like kites, and they just do phenomenal things, right, Bernard? And he sort of sits around, hangs out here, does all kinds of great stuff. And I'm gonna have Bernard come out in a few minutes. Matter of fact, here we go. Wait. Like now he's gonna Bernard. Bernard. Wait, excuse me. Bernard.
Wow! Hi, Chris.
Hi, Bernard. Anyway, I'm gonna do a song about turkey vultures, and I thought.
Let me. Come on, look in my eyes. Let me. Come on.
We don't.
Yes.
Fine. That's the voice my son came up with. So Bernard is going to sing this song. I was going to let you sing it anyway. So you sing the song, and I'll jump in somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. You go. Ready?
I fly through the air and search for dead things below, smelling their bodies as they decompose. With my powerful nostrils.
Nostrils?
I like dead things ripe and rotten to the core.
Like roadkill.
My favorite. I could eat more and more and more.
That's right, because he's a vulture.
That's for sure.
He's a vulture.
I could eat more.
Of the dead things on the forest floor.
Or maybe alongside of the road.
That's right. See, vultures, they recycle naturally.
I eat dead things, and when I poop, and pee.
Bernard.
No, plant food. That's what you see.
I know it sounds rude, but it's true. That's what these guys do. Turkey vultures fly around and they look for dead animals. Now, not only do they look for them, they smell for them. Turkey vultures have a great sense of smell. Most birds can't smell things, but turkey vultures can. And when they find those dead animals, basically,
we just stick our heads inside the carcass and we eat them up.
That's right. They don't have feathers on their head so they can get through the yucky stuff.
Our heads are bald, just like your head, Chris.
Wait a minute.
Well, I'm a vulture, that's for sure.
He's a vulture.
I could eat more of the dead things on the forest floor.
Or alongside of the road.
Yep. I recycle naturally.
Sure.
I eat dead things, and when I poop and pee.
Bernard.
Remember, plant food, that's what you see.
It's true. So when you guys are outside, you look up at the sky, the beautiful day, you might see Bernard or some of his friends around. These guys are nature's recyclers. They eat dead stuff, help keep the meadows and fields clean and free of disease. They do a lot of good things.
Chris,
what?
I gotta go.
Yeah?
I smell something really nasty.
I hope it's not Vinny.
Leftovers again. I love it. Bye.
All right, Bernard, bye. I'm going to put Bernard back down here. But you know what? Bernard's just one of my many puppets. But I'll tell you what, a lot of times I do a lot of audience participation, and it is time to do that. So I know you guys are watching this on TV, but it's time for you to get up. So Mom and Dad, young people, jump up, get up here. We're going to do a song about one of my favorite animals, the beaver. Now, beavers, a lot of people don't realize beavers are rodents. They are the biggest rodent we have here in our country. They get to be 40, 50, 60 pounds. Beavers can get to be bigger than some of our kids. They have big flat tails. They have big buck teeth. And that's what we're going to do in this song. Now, this is an audience participation kind of song. So I know you're at home eating Cheetos or Doritos or whatever, but I want you to jump up. Yeah, Dad, you too. Dad, no, yep. Put the soda down. And the chips down. That's right, yeah. Then I'm going to teach you a song about beavers. I'm going to sing Flat Tail, and right after I sing it, you sing it right back to me, hence the name Sing Along. Flat tail, big buck teeth, swimming in the water, chewing on trees, building a dam. You know what I am. I'm a beaver, I'm a beaver, I'm a beaver. You know what? This just doesn't work right without Vinny. So Vinny, come up here. Come over here. Vinny is going to be my dancer here. I'm going to teach him. Bring your arm up. You're going to make a big flat tail. Make a flat tail, and you sing flat tail.
Flat tail.
Yes, and lady sitting on the couch here is not even sure why she's here. Come on over here. This will be good for you. Yeah. Yes, come on. This is great. This is perfect. You're going to love this. She's fine. Okay, be that way. Yeah, Tim, get over here. This will be good.
Come on, Tim.
Yeah, it's going to be like Chris and the Beavets. That's it. Bring your arms up, and you guys go flat tail.
Flat tail.
Now, you have to sing it too. It's like what are you, a mime
Flat
or something?
tail.
There you go. You got good. Now big buck teeth.
Big buck teeth.
Swimming in the water.
Swimming in the water.
Chewing on trees.
Chewing on trees.
Building a dam.
Building a dam.
You know what I am.
I know what I am. Oh,
Well, you know what.
I
Question is, do you know what? Yeah, I'm a beaver. I'm a beaver. I'm a beaver.
I'm a beaver. I'm a beaver. I'm a beaver.
Just in case you forgot. You got it? Kids, you can help out. Dad right now is sitting there thinking, I wish I was watching ESPN. All right, here we go. Tails up. Let's go. Flat tail.
Flat tail.
Big buck teeth.
Big buck teeth.
Swimming in the water. Chewing on trees. Building a dam. You know what I am. I'm a beaver. I'm a beaver. I'm a beaver. You sing that part.
Oh, I'm a beaver. I'm a beaver. I'm a beaver.
I don't know. My body's designed for life in the water. I've got built-in ears and nose plugs to keep water from seeping in. Nictitating membranes. Everybody say nictitating membrane.
Who?
Nictitating membrane.
Nictitating membrane. That's
membrane.
Nice try. That was good, Finn. Yeah. Beavers, like lots of other animals, owls, alligators, they have this third eyelid called their nictitating membrane. Now, when beavers dive underwater, they close that eyelid to protect their eyes, but unlike our other two eyelids, they can see through these.
Like a diving mask.
That's right. That's right. Underwater. Underwater goggles allowing me to see clear while I swim. Tails up, sing it, flat tail. Big buck teeth, swimming in the water. Chewing on trees, building a dam. You know what I am. I'm a beaver, I'm a beaver, I'm a beaver. Now, I have slippery fur and a waterproof coat. My castoreum gland. Everybody say castoreum gland.
Castorian gland.
Now, this one, you're going to love it. And Dad, don't leave for this part. You're going to want to know this. Mom, you're going to definitely want to know this. Beavers have a gland around their backside, around their behind, and called their castoreum gland. And in that gland is a stinky oil called castoreum oil. Now, beavers use this oil to mark their territory, to say, this is mine, that's mine too. But again, we use this oil as well. We take the stinky oil from the backside of the beaver, we put it in our colognes, we put it in our perfume. I can see you have some on right now. That's right. We add other stuff to it. And when our body heat makes the oil dissipate, fragrances come out. But it gets even better. It gets better because young people, we also take these stinky oil from the backside of the beaver and we use it as a flavor enhancer in ice cream. That's think about that the next time you get a chocolate soft serve. Yeah. They don't put it in kosher ice cream though. But they even on the doctors, they talked about this as a flavor enhancer in raspberry flavoring. You go to the store, you buy something that has a raspberry flavor, says all natural. Might be all natural, might not be all raspberry. My castoreum gland makes me smell the way I am. I've special combing claws on my hind feet so that all of my fur will stay well groomed and waterproof while I swim. Sing it, flat tail. Big buck teeth, swimming in the water, chewing on trees, building a dam. You know what I am. I'm a beaver, I'm a beaver, I'm a beaver. Now my forefront teeth never stop growing, so to keep them just the right size, I gotta keep chewing and chewing. My teeth are bright orange and extremely tough. That's because of all the iron in the food I love to eat up. Sing it, flat tail, big buck teeth, swimming in the water. I like how you do the big buck teeth. Chewing on trees, building a dam. You know what I am. I'm a beaver, I'm a beaver, I'm a beaver. Very good. Take a bow, you guys. Let's hear it for our helpers. Beautiful. We're going on the road. We'll be there. No, thank you. It was great. I love it. And Mom and Dad, you did great. That was perfect. That was great. Kids, you were fantastic. So that was a song about one of our beavers. There's lots of other verses, but I figure we want to get going because I want to bring out my groundhog. He's going to be hibernating really soon here. And so before he goes into his hibernation state, I'm going to get Gary out here to tell you a little bit about what he's going to be doing. Now, Gary, of course, is a big groundhog. Groundhogs are one of the animals we have that hibernate around here for quite a few months. They'll be coming out back in spring, so get a good look at him before he goes in. All right, Gary, you ready? Let's do it.
In winter there's not much to eat,
so to get through the winter, groundhogs sleep.
We eat and eat, gain lots of weight.
Go into their den and hibernate, yeah.
I hibernate, that's what I do.
To get through the winter when they can't find food.
It's not just sleep when you hibernate.
Drop the body temperature down and that heart rate.
My body temperature goes almost to freezing. My heart rate slows to where it almost stops beating. I live off the fat from all the food I ate.
Yep, and that's what it takes to hibernate.
Yeah. Now you're getting it.
Hey Gary, tell them about your burrow, okay?
I dig long, deep burrows.
Lay down dry leaves.
I have different chambers to serve my needs. One's a bathroom and one's for sleep.
Oh, and one's where they keep all the food they eat.
You see, I might wake up, have to poop and pee. Don't want to go outside. That's dangerous for me. Just like a Boy Scout, I'm always prepared.
Yep, everything they need to hibernate's down there.
Yeah, I hibernate, that's what I do.
To get through the winter when they can't find food.
It's not just sleep when you hibernate.
Drop the body temperature down and that heart rate.
My body temperature goes almost to freezing. My heart rate slows to where it almost stops beating. I live off the fat from all the food I ate.
Yep, and that's what it takes to hibernate.
Yeah.
Now, check this out.
All right, what do you got? Give it to us. Here we go.
My heart rate drops from 80 beats a minute.
Yep, to only 4 beats.
Yep, and that's not it. My temperature drops from 98 degrees to 38 degrees.
Hey, that's just above freezing.
Yeah, everything in my body starts slowing. Even my teeth stop growing. I curl up like a ball, press my nose against my bum.
Ooh, I guess hibernation's not for everyone.
You got that? Hibernate, that's what I do.
To get through the winter when they can't find food.
It's not just sleep when I hibernate.
Drop the body temperature down and that heart rate.
My body temperature goes almost to freezing. My heart rate slows to where it almost stops beating. I live off the fat from all the food I ate.
Yep, and that's what it takes to hibernate.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit of the HITs coming on.
HITs?
Yeah, hibernation inducement trigger. I gotta go to sleep. Good night, everybody.
All right, Gary. Good night. We'll put him, he's already sleeping. He sleeps with his eyes open. It's really creepy. But, so Gary, while Gary is hibernating, lots of other animals are out. And actually, one of my favorite animals that is out is the skunk. Now, I know a lot of people, the first thing you're thinking is, oh. And let's face it, we've all learned that ever since we were little, even mom and dad. Ever since you were teeny weeny, you watch cartoons, Pepe Le Pew, French little skunk walking around, zotate, wazaza, croissant. Little odor behind him, cartoon people get a whiff of it, fall over. 2 years old, we learn skunk stink. Then you see your first real skunk. But the first real skunk most people see, it's not alive. It's dead in the road. Skunks have terrible eyesight, and they don't know what a car is. So a skunk will walk out into the road paying no attention to the 18-wheeler coming along. Next thing you know, beep, beep, pff, there it is, stinky stuff everywhere. And then you're driving along with mom and dad. You're on your way to get ice cream. You smell something really nasty. Your mother instantly blames your father. You look out the window, you see a skunk, you think, well, they always smell. But I'll tell you a secret, skunks do not always smell. Skunks don't want to spray you. Skunks only have 3 teaspoons of stinky stuff in their bodies. When you guys are done watching this show and thinking, what a great show, I've got to see that again, go ask mom and dad to show you a teaspoon. You're going to see a teaspoon's really small. Skunks have 3 teaspoons of stinky stuff, and with those teaspoons, they can squirt about 6 squirts. That's it. Now, they're pretty good aims. They can get you from about 15 feet away, but once they squirt those 6 squirts, it takes them a while to make new stuff, so they don't want to spray. And you know what? Most people don't get sprayed. You know who gets sprayed? Dogs, because dogs don't get the hint. I mean, we see a skunk, we think danger. Dogs see a skunk, and they think, chew toy! They do. Scuttling along on their furry little legs, searching for grasshoppers, berries, birds, and eggs. If you don't bother them, they won't bother you. But if you back them in a corner, this is what they'll do. They'll raise that tail at you. Now, like I said, they don't want to spray you unless they have to, so they're going to warn you. The first thing they're going to do is growl and click their teeth, then they stomp their feet. If you're dumb enough to stay, well, they lift that tail and spray. Growl and click their teeth, then they stomp their feet. If you're dumb enough to stay, they lift that tail and spray. Now, this is the part of the song you're going to love, because this is the part of the song where I am going to sing Pewee. And right after I sing Pewee, you get to point back at me from that wonderful TV and shout, "You stink!" And come on, let's face it, Mom and Dad, how many of you have been wanting to say it since I started, right? So, and young people, this is probably the only chance you're going to get to point to an adult, say, "You stink," without Mom and Dad yanking you where there are no witnesses. So let's hear it. Here we go. Pewee! Wait a minute. The guy on the couch over here, you didn't say it. Let me hear you. Pewee! Pewee! Skunks have 6 shots they can spray. Pewee! Pewee! Spray from 15 feet away. Skunks have 2 scent glands at the base of their tail, hold 3 teaspoons of musk that have a really nasty smell. That stinky 6-shooter fills a skunk with confidence, but before he shoots, he warns you in case you're real dense, in case you ain't got no sense. Here we go, ready? They growl and click their teeth, then they stomp their feet. If you're dumb enough to stay, well, they lift that tail and spray. Growl and click their teeth, then they stomp their feet. If you're dumb enough to stay, they lift that tail and spray. Pewee, pewee. Skunks have 6 shots they can spray. Pewee, pewee. We'll spray from 15 feet away. And that's what skunks do. But while those skunks are out, bears are not really hibernating. Bears are not true hibernators. Bears go into a deep sleep. Now, the great thing about this is bears can go to sleep for 2, 3, 4 months at a time. And while they do this, they don't eat, drink, or go to the bathroom. Now, if we did that, stuff would build up in our bodies. We'd get really sick. We could die. Bears can recycle all that stuff, turn it back into amino acids, things that can help their bodies. And if we figure out how bears do this, we might find answers to things like kidney dialysis, osteoporosis. There's a lot of wonderful things we can learn about animals in nature that can help us. Now, just before bears go into their sleep, they eat some stuff that clogs them up, keeps them from going to the bathroom, which is really good if you don't want to go to the bathroom. The problem is after 2 or 3 or 4 months of not going to the bathroom, when you wake up, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the bathroom. So bears are waking up here in New York and in Ohio and in Tennessee, all over the place. In the middle of spring, they're grabbing their newspaper, going out by a tree, and uh-oh. How is this bear going to break this plug loose so it can go to the bathroom? You know what it's going to do? He's going to break wind. He's going to pass gas. Scientific term, the bear is going to fart. That's right. Vinny, can I say that on the show? Is that's good? Okay, I can say that. That's good. That's good. Yeah. But that's what they're going to do. I have to get, wait a minute, this is my sensitive song. Hold on. When bears go to sleep for the winter time, they build up a plug in their behinds. They do, it's true. They won't eat, they won't drink or do anything until they emerge and let loose the wind of spring. Oh, the sweet smell of spring will soon be in the air, but it wouldn't mean a thing without the wind from bears. Well, it might smell at first, but you'll soon get used to it. Just remember to watch where you step. Now those bears wake up from that long winter slumber. Their pipes are all clogged. There's no need to call a plumber. They ruffle up that fur, give a little quake and shake as the mighty winds of spring do break. Oh, the sweet smell of spring will soon be in the air, but it wouldn't mean a thing without the wind from bears. Now, when I sing without the wind from bears, I want you guys to bring your arm out in TV land, grab your forearm, put it in front of your face, and blow thusly. Beautiful. It might smell at first, but you'll soon get used to it. Just remember to watch where you step. Now, the days are growing longer, and the birdies are returning. Tweet, 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 chirp, chirp, chirp. The intestinal tract of that bear starts churning. They ruffle up that fur, give a little quake and shake as the mighty winds of spring do break. Oh, the sweet smell of spring will soon be in the air, but it wouldn't mean a thing without the wind. All right, big grand finale. Here we go. From bears, it might smell at first, but you'll soon get used to it. Just remember to watch where you step. So as those bears are walking around, spring is coming up and the ducks are migrating back in. And of course, now a lot of these ducks are incredible, like our mallard duck. Mallard ducks are dabbling ducks. And dabbling ducks, the greatest thing about dabbling ducks is dabbling ducks will stick their head deep down in the water, and as they do that, their bottoms shoot up in the air, and it's called bottoms up. Now I'm gonna have you, I want you guys to help me out with this song. This is a sing-along song too. I'm gonna sing bottoms up, and you sing it right back to me, hence the name sing-along. Bottoms up, it's time to feed. Tails in the air, heads down deep. You know you found a dabbling duck when their head's underwater and their bottoms up. Dabbling ducks like mallard, teal, gadwalls and shovelers, widgeons and pintails go topsy-turvy in the water, tipping up their back end while their front's down in the drink. This feeding behavior makes these waterfowl distinct. Bottoms up, it's time to feed. Tails in the air, heads down deep. You know you found a dabbling duck when their head's underwater and their bottoms up. Inside their bill are little comb-like structures called lamellae that act like little strainers sifting out food for their belly. As those dabbling ducks sift through water and crud, dabbling ducks sift out all that stuff. Here we go. Bottoms up, it's time to feed. Tails in the air, heads down deep. You know you found a dabbling duck when their head's underwater and their bottoms up. Bottoms up, it's time to feed. Tails in the air, heads down deep. You know you found a dabbling duck when their head's underwater and their bottoms up. When their head's underwater and their bottoms up. So that's a little bit of some of the stuff I do with the kids for fun. But of course, the whole reason I do this is to basically tell people that we need to take care of all these animals, all these plants. And one of the reasons for that, of course, is we all live on the same planet. At least most of us like to think so. And we have to do what we can to take care of that planet. And simple things we do are going to make a big difference. Things like turning your water off. When you're washing your hands, turn your water off, wash your hands, turn the water back on to rinse them. Or when you're brushing your teeth, turning the lights out when you leave your rooms. If you're going to be out of your room for more than 5 minutes, flip it off. Helps mom and dad with the electric bill, cuts down on pollution, helps the animals. Recycling paper, bottles, cans. You recycle a stack of newspaper, 6 feet tall, a little taller than me, you're going to save a tree over 40 feet tall. And every day we cut down over 1 million trees to make all the paper products that go out across our country. So simple things we do are going to make a big difference. And like I said, if we all do it, it's going to make a big difference and help us out. We've only one island Earth to live on. Tilts on its axis as we go around the sun. Take a trip through outer space. You won't even have to leave your place. Hang on, hang on. So precious a gift that we've been given us. A silver blue jewel is what we live on. Take care of this land, take care of the seas, take care of the skies, and take care of these. Hang on, hang on. We all need a chance to understand. Please give the earth a helping hand. We did not inherit the earth from our father, but we've borrowed this land from our own sons and daughters. May they grow to see a land of prosperity. We've only